Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. So today is Spirit Animal Sunday S.A.S. So we are here with another video with messages from the spirit animals. And I know I haven't done these videos lately and it's really breaking my heart. Spirit Animal Sunday does have the lowest views on my videos, but it's actually like one of my favorite videos to do because I love connecting with spirit animals, especially on Sundays. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. You know, for Spirit Animal Sunday, I'm only going to be doing 3 piles. So let's go ahead and take a look at the animals and so you can go ahead and pick. So for pile 1, we have 79, the turkey. Okay, pile 1 is number 79, the turkey. Okay. Pile 2, we have number 12, the camel. Okay, pile number 2 is number 12, the camel. Okay. And pile number 3 is number 22, the duck. Pile 3 is number 22, the duck. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the turkey here, number 79, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities. And the modality of associate this pile with is fixed. So you could be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio, okay? So you could be one of these fixed signs or have that somewhere in your chart. So let's go ahead and take a look at your card. You chose the turkey number 79. Okay, so this is air element here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we do have Aquarius here as one of the fixed signs. Okay, now where do I put this? Let's put it here. So your card says, a situation has given you tunnel vision. You need to see the bigger picture and use your discernment in this matter. So the turkey is saying you might have tunnel vision about an issue, a situation going on right now, and you need to kind of look a little bit further. Also look within yourself to see where it's clear here, because obviously there's a situation that doesn't have clarity, but you're thinking this is it, this is the choice here, or this is what it is in the situation, and it might not be that. So it's needing to kind of maybe pull back a little and look at what is really going on. Where's the clarity in this? Where is the discrepancies? Where the stories don't match or align? So there's something here that you need to figure out. I do feel like maybe you're putting on like rose colored glasses or turning a blind eye, or just kind of, you know, not looking at the whole situation, but maybe just a piece of it. So here with the turkey, I feel like you're being asked to look at all of it, not just like at a piece or pieces of it. Okay, and we know that the turkey in Thanksgiving, we put the turkey right in the middle of the table for everybody to see. So there is something that, again, you need to look at the bigger picture. There's something bigger here that you need to look at. The turkey is also about being, you know, grateful, right? Being grateful for the things that we have, right? So also needing to maybe be grateful for what you have or what the situation is, because again, maybe you're looking at it in a different way, and it's almost like the turkey is saying, like, you need to kind of look at it from other angles. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cards here for you. And we do know that the fixed signs, they're very stubborn, okay? Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, they are very stubborn. So there might be something that you're also resisting. Maybe something that you know, like that you're wrong about, but you're resisting, like letting go, or you're resisting admitting that, you know, you were wrong. And it's okay. We're all wrong. We all make mistakes. You know, we all aren't perfect, and we aren't right all the time. You know, we get things wrong here and there, right? So maybe having a little bit of a tough time with that. Oh gosh. And the clouds are on the floor. Look at that. Number 6, the clouds. The clouds again are things not being clear. There's that uncertainty. You're lost, you know, lost in the clouds, right? So head in the clouds type of thing. So again, the turkey's like saying there's something here that needs to be uncovered, something that isn't clear. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, wow. We have the moon 32 written down to A5. Things that you're not seeing. What is this? Things that you're not seeing. But again, it's like use your intuition. Go within. Go within to see the bigger picture. It's like you're not using your intuition for this. It's almost like you decided, okay, this is what it is, and that's it. There's no, you know, no other way of looking at it. Okay, we have 13 here with the child. He's a little cowboy. He got a little cowboy hat, and he's like on a little, what is that, like a little scooter that he's riding. So we have the child here, and the child does look at things with the eyes of innocence, with a fresh pair of eyes, things at a different perspective. So again, it's something that you're not seeing, something that you're missing, or something you yourself are just dismissing intentionally. Like you're just not trying to maybe reason with somebody or a situation, and you're just like, no, 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 you know, like, okay, let me get one more. And we have the star, 16, breaking down to a 7. We have the star card here. And the star card here in the Lenormand, it does talk about like shining, standing out, you know, maybe even like celebrity status type of thing. So maybe you're getting noticed too. And again, like I said, with turkey on Thanksgiving, we put the turkey right in the center of the table and everybody looks at the turkey. This is kind of this with the star card. It's like you're right in the center and everybody's eyes are on you. You're getting all the attention here. So maybe that's why you're also being dismissive about something, because maybe you see that everybody's eyes are on you and you're not trying to like rock the boat or turn things around or do something different too. But I do see here, like with the turkey, he's like saying you need to look at things like all around, like a 360, instead of just kind of focusing on that one area, that one target. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get 3. 3. Okay, we have the 7 of summer, which is the 7 of cups, illusions, how light. See, there it is again, like what you're thinking. And then we have the 8 of summer, which is the 8 of cups, walking away, unite. So we have 7 and then we have 8. 7 and 8 of cups, 7 and 8 of emotion, 7 and 8 of summer. Okay, so this is making progress. This is making change. And then the walking away here, how it says walking away, unite. Yeah, I do feel like the turkey is saying you need to, you know, look at things in a different angle. You need to figure out what it is you're going to walk away from, like with your thinking. You might not really be walking away, but it's like your thinking is walking away. Your thinking is changing here. So there is a walking away from a certain kind of thinking. And it's right underneath the child. So yeah, changing the way that you're thinking about something. And she's wearing a gold dress, which makes me, you know, think of gold. Like, again, gold standing out, right? Like the star here. You're definitely standing out about something. You definitely have a lot of eyes on you, too. And it could be this season, too. You know, Thanksgiving with the turkey. The season is coming up, right? Thanksgiving is coming up. So maybe you're kind of like, this is how it's going to play out on Thanksgiving, or this is what I have to cook, or this is what we're going to do. It's almost like maybe you're going, well, we already have traditions set this way, so this is how we have to do it. And again, I feel like you just have to kind of maybe tweak that or look at things in a different way. Oh, okay. Wow, we have the King of Summer, okay, which is the King of Cups, empathetic and artistic, Picasso stone. Look, we have all water here. Okay, we have the 7 of summer, we have the 8 of summer, and we have the King of Summer. Okay, we have Howlite, we have Unakite, and we have Picasso stone. With the Picasso stone, always makes me think of the Picasso paintings, you know? And again, it's like Picasso paintings are so abstract. They're so weird. It's like you got to look at them in all these different ways. And again, I do feel like this is what is going with you. And it has to do something that it has to do with your emotions, something you're invested in, or something that you're angry about, or something that you're happy about. But whatever it is, it's involving your emotions. And I think that's why you're having such a hard time discerning what it really is and what it is that you are feeling for it to be. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes we want things to be a certain way, so we feel them and we're like, okay, well, this is how it is. And it's like, no, you really do have to see what it really is, not just how you're feeling and what you want it to be, you know? But let's go ahead and get you one of these animal cards. Ooh. All water here. We do have Scorpio here. That is a water sign. Okay. Here with the 7 of Cups, it does say illusions, and this is one of my favorite images on this deck, if not my actual favorite. And I really love the image because it's like she's in the water being pulled out by herself, but at the same time, she's also in the water going in. And so it's kind of like so many different ways to look at it. Again, kind of like the Picasso stone and Picasso paintings. Like there's so many ways to look at this that there isn't just one way, not just a tunnel vision way, but there's like so many ways to look at this image. It's so beautiful. And then it says illusions, right? So again, it's like having to look at things in a different way, not just the way you want it to be. You're so empathetic because it's just empathetic and artistic here. You might also be like into music or singing or something like that. But this card is also making me think of like you're the type of person who maybe doesn't want to see the bad in people. Um, you know, like somebody might tell you, like, oh, your best friend is really shady. They gossip a lot. They talk about you behind your back. They talk about everybody behind their back. They can't be trusted. But you being so empathetic, so caring, and you know, the being that you feel the way you feel, you might be looking at it and be like, no, that's not true. My best friend is my best friend. Like, why would they talk about me or stab me in the back? Like, no. And it's like not wanting to look at things, right? Not really wanting to see the full picture, the full spectrum of it, just looking at those little pieces because you're going based on what you feel. But really needing to look at it, and you're going to be like, well, wait, how did that person know my business when the only person I've told is my best friend? Right. So it's kind of like looking at things and like figuring out those things and being like, wait, something isn't right here, you know? Okay, but anyway, so let's go ahead and look at your card. You have the Hippo 35, breaking down to an 8, and it says water element. We have, oh my gosh, all your cards have been water. Okay, we have water element. It says someone has a secret obsession with something that is rooted in them. They hunger for it and don't know how to break free from it. They hunger for it. Hungry, hungry hippos. Remember that game, Hungry, Hungry Hippos? Like you had to, the one who eats the most balls wins, or no, not like that. I don't want to sound like that, but you know what I mean, right? The one that it's like 4 hippos and the one that eats the most balls is the winner. And so I'm kind of getting that here, but somebody has a secret. Okay, somebody has a secret obsession with something that is rooted in them. They hunger for it and don't know how to break free from it. So again, it's like maybe you knowing somebody has this secret obsession, like let's say they have a secret obsession, I don't know, with porn, right? But you're like, no, no, they don't. They're such a good person. They're such a, you know, religious person. They're at church every Sunday. No, they wouldn't do that. But again, it's kind of like you do need to look at everything and all those angles, and again, look at the full spectrum of the situation, and not just kind of going based on just that thing that you're focused on, you know? All right, let me go ahead. Let me get you one more. Let me get you one more animal card. What should be another water element? Since you got all these water cards. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, oh, come on now. Okay, and it is Zebra 87 air element. Okay, and we do have Aquarius here as the air element, but this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Zebra 87. You must not take sides. Okay, so again, with the decisions and you know, you must not take sides or stir the pot. You need to look at things with justice and a middle ground to find the truth and answers in this situation. Okay, so again, it takes me back to the turkey. The turkey saying the situation has given you tunnel vision. You need to see the bigger picture and look at it from every angle. The zebra is saying the same thing. The zebra reminds me of Libra, justice, and it is air element to zebra. And the black and the white, right? Justice, the scales of balancing the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative. So you need to balance out something positive and negative here, and maybe not just look at the positives, or maybe you're just focusing on the negatives, or whatever the situation is. You kind of do need to look at all of it, you know. Maybe there's some gray in there. Maybe it's not just black, maybe it's not just white. There might be some gray in that area that you need to look at. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get you one of these animal cards here. What is this? The marten and the foxglove. Okay, all right, so one card for pile 1 who picked the turkey. One card for pile 1, the turkey, please. What message do we have here for pile 1? Okay. We have the dragonfly and the pansy. No freaking way. No freaking way. It's 40. What number is this? 48. Okay, look what it says here. Balance. Balance. And that's what we're talking about here. Balance. Like I was saying with the zebra, the yin and the yang, Libra, justice, right? Justice, balance. Wow. The dragonfly and the pansy. Let's look at the meaning. Number 48. 45, 46, 47, 48. There it is. Balance. Perching with a delicate grace, the dragonfly is a symbol of balance, nimble and attuned as a dancer. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting directions with ease. Pansies are named for the French word pensée, meaning thought, and were given by the Victorians as a token of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and the pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. Okay, it says, like a dragonfly hovering above water, you are healthy and confident. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? That's exactly what we're talking about. Am I satisfied by how I spend my time and energy? How can I build more balance into my life? So again, it's saying like your attention is your attention on different things, or is your attention on just that one thing? Like I said, your focus is on just that one piece when it needs to be balanced and be like all over on all the other areas of it, because it might not just be black, it might not just be white, there might be some gray, and we have all the colors of the spectrum of the rainbow. So there's a lot of other things you need to look at and pay attention to, but you might have some hesitation about it. You might be a little bit stubborn, right? Like the fixed signs, you might be a little bit stubborn to look at all the sides of the story. Like maybe, let's say, maybe your let's say, like maybe your relative is fighting with their spouse or something like that, right? And they both give you their side of the story, but you, of course, because it's your relative, the person, whoever it is, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whatever, you're going to take their side and not their spouse's side, because again, you're like, well, they're right because they're my blood or whatever, and you take their side, but it might not be the right side. Actually, the other person, their spouse, might be actually the right one, and you hear both sides, but your focus is just because this person is related to me, I'm going to give them favor. I'm going to give them, the favor on this. So it's like those scales aren't balanced, right? Because there's already, like, you've already focused on what it is because of what you feel for the person, the situation, or whatever. But anyways, okay, so that is your message from the turkey, needing to kind of look at things in a different perspective here, and not just on that area of your emotion that you are focused on. Okay, all right, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you later. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, the camel, number 12, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities. And the modality I would associate this pile with is mutable. So you could be Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius. To me, the camel always reminds me of Sagittarius because they're going that long distance. They're on travel, they're going, right? They're going to be there for a while on that travel. And so it always gives me Sagittarius vibes. But the camel here is fire element. And so yeah, so Sagittarius could also be Aries, Leo. It is the number 12, which brings them to the number 3. Okay, number 3 is third house, Gemini's house. And we do have Gemini here also as a mutable sign. So communication. Um, and number 3 is also about creativity. To me, also number 3, I always associate number 3 with Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed sign, and we just did number 1, which was the fixed signs. To me, Aquarius is a fixed sign, but they are an air sign here, so maybe an air sign too. But let's go ahead and take a look at the card Camel. The camel always reminds me of King Payman too. So I don't know if you work with King Payman. King Payman is Gemini energy. So again, we do have Gemini here. Okay, so it says someone is sorry they didn't hit you up sooner and is worried they might have missed their opportunity to rock with you. So maybe you're moving on. Maybe this is somebody that you were talking to, dating, working with, whatever the situation was. It's like you've already moved on from it. So they're kind of worried. This is somebody that might be worried, and it is pile number 2, and to me 2 is always partnership. So maybe you picked a partnership pile, right? Why am I okay there? You picked a pile for a partnership, and maybe you stopped talking to them, maybe you stopped dating them, whatever this was, and it's like now they're worried that they're not going to get to talk to you anymore. They're not going to get to rock with you, like the card says. They're not going to get to hang out with you and connect with you. So I do feel like somebody is feeling like they missed the boat with you. Okay. And I do feel like maybe you're moving on. I kind of do feel that too. I feel like a shift here, and like you're moving on, but somebody's feeling like, oh no, did they move on? Did I miss the boat? Okay. So let's go ahead and get some cards here for you. Pile 2, please. Oh my gosh, and I was just going to say the mouse. Oh my gosh, I should have said it. 23 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges, okay, with that number. The mouse here, okay, it does talk about nervousness, it does talk about worry, and it also does talk about maybe somebody stealing from you. Maybe they stole your time. Maybe you thought, like, you know what, I don't talk to them anymore. They stole time from me. They stole energy from me. They stole feelings from me. They took something, right? They just took something, and you're like, I'm not about to be depleted. The camel will hold a lot of water because he goes that long distance in the desert. He will hold a lot of water until he's like depleted and doesn't have any more. Then he kind of like fills up again, you know. So I do feel like maybe you're like, I'm not about to be depleted anymore. This could have been an energy vampire too, this person. This could be somebody that that you had in your home, and they could have even stolen from you or stolen from your home. Again, they could have just stolen your time, your energy, your, you know, your conversation, whatever. But they could have stole something that was even valuable to you. I mean, if you had this person in your home, which I think you did, I think this is the energy of somebody that came into your home and they took something from you, you know. So yeah, so you could have had that also. Maybe that's why you stopped talking to them and they're kind of worried. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, we have the star 16 breaking down to a 7. Pile 1 also had the star. Oh my gosh, pile 1 also had this card too. Okay, they had these two cards. They had the child 13 and the star, but I think they were like in reverse. First it was the child and then the star or something like that. But they had these cards too. Hmm. This could, yeah, like I said, this is somebody you could have had in your home. You could have even lived with this person. This could even be somebody that you had a child with or somebody that has a child. Um, but I'm getting that this person is looking at you. They might be looking at your pictures online too. Honestly, is what I'm getting. Um, I also feel like the camel is saying, "Don't pay them no mind." It's what really what I'm getting from the camel. Like he's almost kind of saying, like, you know, this person doesn't exist anymore. You know, that type of thing. Like moving on. And the mutable energy is about shifting to a new beginning. They do move, right, because we have the cardinal, which they initiate to the beginning of the season. We have the fixed signs, which are like right in the middle of the season, and then we have the mutable signs, which are like the ending of the season because another season is going to come in. So there's an ending here. And so again, I feel like the camel was saying, like, yeah, like, oh, I just heard they split hairs. Okay, I don't know. I'm not even sure what that means, but I just heard like they were splitting hairs or they split hairs. Well, anyways, but I do feel like the camel is saying, like, you need to move on and you need to not pay no, like, no mind to this, is what I'm getting the camel say. This camel is basically like saying, give them the cold shoulder. So maybe they deserve it, you know. Maybe they did steal from you. Maybe it was more than they stole your heart too. Maybe they stole your heart, they stole your energy, they stole your mental stability. Like they took from you, and you're like, oh no, no, no. So if this person feels like, yeah, they missed an opportunity, it seems like the camel is saying they sure did, they sure did miss an opportunity. I'm also seeing a bat in my mind's eye. I'm seeing the bat like fly right, like right through, like really close to my face. I saw it in my mind's eye, and the bat is Pluto. It is Scorpio energy, and so being that it's Pluto, this could be family, and then Pluto energy does have to do with inheritance too. So maybe this person stole an inheritance. They stole money that like somebody left to you, or something like that. Okay, it is kind of like also not seeing things being in the shadows, things being done in the dark. So this person was probably doing things behind your back or saying things behind your back. And again, I feel like the camel was saying, don't pay them no mind. Like, do not open the door to them, because you once had this person in your house, or like I said, maybe even lived with them. The camel was saying, don't open the door to them. Okay, let's see what else we have. Hmm. This camel, I'll say this, I'm feeling this camel is a bit he's being a bit rough, but again, I'm like, maybe it's necessary. I don't know the situation, right? You know, so maybe it is necessary to be a little bit like thick skinned, a little bit rough, you know, because I do feel that the camel's energy is very like, nope, nope, very, mm-mm. And so I'm like, well, maybe it's necessary. Maybe whatever happened in the situation, maybe the camel's right, right? I'm not going to question the camel, but maybe, you know, this is something that is necessary for you to do. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have for those that pick the camel? Number 2, please. Okay, we have the Ace of Summer in the reverse, new love. Wow, look at that. New love, and it says Rhodonite. Okay, the Ace of Summer is the Ace of Cups, and it is in the reverse with Rhodonite. And she is holding a card in her hand, and it is the Death card. Okay, it is Scorpio energy, death, transformation, and it's in the reverse, a new love. So it's like you're not allowing this. I do see the camel saying, like, don't allow this. And because if you do, you're also restricting yourself from maybe moving on and finding new love or a new connection or friendship or whatever this was, right? It's kind of like you're closing yourself off to only be engaging in a bad situation when you could be opening yourself up somewhere else for positive connections and situations. Definitely the camel is like, no, no. I'm really feeling this camel is like, uh, you know what I feel? I feel like the camel is kind of giving side eye. The camel is definitely giving side eye to this person or this situation, and they're like, you did miss this opportunity. Okay, we do have the hermit here, the hermit judgment, right? Oh, we have judgment, I mean, but we do have the hermit here with introspection, apophyllite, the hermit, Virgo energy. So somebody needing to go within, and it might be you, it might be this person who's missing, feeling like they missed their opportunity with you, or it might be both of you. And it's kind of like better to be apart and go within and have certain realizations about ourselves than to be together and not understanding each other or ourselves and be in conflict here. The hermit is underneath the star. Very interesting. Okay, so then we have the judgment card. It says renewal, hawk's eye. Okay, the judgment card again with Pluto, right? It's that Pluto energy. It is Scorpio, and we do have the scales of justice here. We have the judge's gavel, and we do have a skull. Now, with it being renewal, it's like somebody wanting to come back, hawk's eye. Like this is somebody that is watching you, okay? They could be watching you online because we do have the star here. This person is feeling lonely. I'll tell you that. This person is for sure feeling lonely. But again, I feel like this person needs to be alone and focus on themselves, just like you might need to do that too. But especially this person, because this person, they don't even seem to know what they want or know themselves, is what I'm feeling here. And they want this renewal. Again, they're feeling like, oh, did I miss my chance? Can we do this? Can we do this? And it's like the camel's like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm going this way. You go the other way. I'm going this way. So judgment here. Judgment, there you could be criticizing yourself, or this person could have criticized you a lot, or you could be in judgment of the situation, which means you're giving it a review, you're giving it a once over to see, is this good, is this not, right? But I do feel like there's transition here, especially being that you picked the mutable pile. I feel like you're at the end of this, like you're leaving this, you're closing this chapter out, and that's why the camel's like, don't even listen right now, because you're on your way to move on and make some type of progress. So don't get stalled here. Don't let this person or situation stall you. Don't let them stop you, because you have a long journey here and you've come a long way. All right, so let's go ahead and get to one of these animal cards. Oh, we have the bear here as I'm cutting that very protective energy. The bear is normally like a parent, mother, father. So you could have a parent advising you, or this could even be a situation with a parent, or you being the parent of a child, because like I said, maybe you have a child with this person. We have the child card here. Okay, where is it? I saw a card flip. Come on now. Did it flip? No? Thought I did see a card flip. Oh, there it is. I see a card. There it is. Okay, and we have card number 9, the number of completion. Yeah, you're closing out some type of cycle here. Okay, we have the Black Widow Spider. Oh my goodness. Okay, with air elements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And like I said, here we have Gemini as a mutable sign. Okay, it says, damn, they fucked around and caught feelings for you. Now they don't want to be without you. Okay. Oh my gosh, but what is this camel telling you? Like, honestly, the camel's like, they want to know if they still have a chance to rock with you, or they missed their opportunity. Yeah, I think here with the Black Widow Spider, they missed out the opportunity, because 9, we do have a cycle here closing out with the Black Widow Spider. Wow. So they ended up catching feelings, it says. So maybe they thought they weren't going to. Here with the rat, with the mouse, they thought they could maybe take from you, take your time, your emotions, your heart, your whatever, right? Your love, your kindness, and use you. And then they end up realizing that they actually have feelings for you. But it's like, this is not somebody you could actually give a second chance to or trust, because the camel's really like, don't even turn around, keep going, just keep going, don't look back. The camel's like, don't look back. You know, you got to get that thick skin. One more, please. Let me get one more. I'm hearing the name Sally or Sally. Okay, we have 88 here. Wow, 88 is the last card of this deck, the Zebu. This is the last one. So again, we're closing something out. We're at the end of it. We are at the end of the deck. This is the last card. The card number 88. Eight is 8th house, which is Scorpio's house, the house of transformation. So again, something is shifting here. Something is closing out. There's a transformation here. Also, 8 is the number that vibrates with abundance. So this person could have even have taken some of your abundance, or they could have maybe not got into the home and like stole the money, but it could have been like, hey, can I borrow it, you know, and I'll pay you back next paycheck. And then they just never did, you know what I mean? So it could be something like that, to where they used your kindness as a weakness, and you know, they took from you with different intentions than, you know, than what you thought. Okay, so it says, Zebu, you have a deep connection to Mother Gaia. You will have more prosperity and abundance than what you lost recently in material things. Oh my gosh, what am I telling you about this, about the mouse here and this person, you know, and what you lost. It says you will have more in what you lost. Wait, hold on. You have a deep connection to Mother Gaia. You will have more prosperity and abundance than what you lost recently in material things. So this was recently a loss of material things, of finances. Like I said, they could have went in your home and stole your ring, something that meant something to you. Maybe it's not like super valuable, but there has some type of sentiment for you or something like that. So whatever this is, this person took, but the camel saying, don't look back, keep going, because you're going to have more and you're going to have better. Now if you look back and stop, and you make amends with this person and have this renewal, then this is where you're going to set yourself back. This is where things are going to stop for you. This is where the flow of abundance is going to stop for you. So the camel is being very, very, I feel like very tough, giving tough love to you. But at the same time, I feel like, well, the camel has a reason for it. I'm not about to question the camel, because look, I love working with animal medicine. And so I feel like the camel, you know, he's got the medicine, right? So he knows what he's talking about. Okay, let me get you one of these animal cards here. And I think that will be it for you. I feel like you've had worries too, though, about the situation. You've been worried about it. Oh, no, no, no. Too many cards. Too many cards. Okay. Just one, please. Too many. Wow, that is just... Look at this. Even the card fell. Just one, please. Okay, there it is. And we have card number 30, breaking down to a 3. 12 here. The camel is card number 12. He breaks down to the number 3. Okay, like I said, third house, that's Gemini's house. It is the house of communication. It's also the house of siblings, dealing with siblings, neighbors, your community, that type of thing. So this could even be a sibling, a neighbor, you know, a neighbor you let in your home and they stole from you, and or a sibling, or you know, somebody from your community, somebody that you were close with. And like I said, to me, the number 3 is always also Aquarius. So, but anyways, let's go on here. 30, breaking down to a 3, says the beaver and birch. Home. Oh my gosh. Home. Speaking of like letting somebody in your home, and the camel being like, don't you open that door. Okay, let me go ahead and see what it says for card 30. 27, 28, 29, 30. There it is. Okay, it says meaning, home. The beaver works hard to build a lodge where it raises its young. Using twigs, grasses, rocks, and mud, it constructs a safe environment for its family, as well as a natural habitat for migrating birds. Birch trees symbolize new beginnings, and they seldom grow alone. In medieval Europe, they were used as maypoles in pagan celebrations of midsummer, because their wood was thought to protect the young and ward off evil spirits. Very interesting. Hmm. It was often used to build cradles. Oh, I love that. Okay, and we did have the child here, right? Like I said, this could be like with the bear peeking out. It could be you protecting a child, or you having a child with this person, right? Okay, it says, now is the time to focus on nesting, homesteading, and settling down. Decorate and tend to your environment in a way that supports a feeling of home. You may be feeling reclusive, like a hermit. Did we not have the hermit? Yes, we did. You may be feeling reclusive like a hermit in your cave. Consider planning a trip. Your spirit will benefit from a time of travel and self-discovery. Now, speaking of travel, did I not say the camel goes a long distance? He can travel, and it's always Sagittarius energy to me, and we do have Sagittarius here as a mutable sign, so definitely look, take a trip, get your mind off of this, and don't think of going back to this situation. The camel's like, no, no. He's like this, like, no, no, don't do it. Okay? The camel's definitely giving side eye about it. So I would trust the camel. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, the duck here, card number 22, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're associating them with modalities. And the modality of associate this pile with is cardinal. So you could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, or have that somewhere in your big 3 or somewhere in your chart, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look for those of you who chose card number 3. Okay, so we have number 22 here. It is a master number. To me, the number 2 is always Libra energy. We do have Libra here, actually, as a cardinal sign. Um, and to me, the number 2 also represents, since we are doing animal medicine, right? We're doing spirit animals. It does represent the swan. And the swan is all about beauty. It's about grace. It's about transformation. So we know the story of the ugly duckling who blossomed into the beautiful swan. So there is some type of change here, some type of transition, or just some type of view of you, how you view yourself, how you previously viewed yourself. Maybe you've had like a glow up, right? And you're appreciating that about yourself, but also appreciate the past part of you, not just like right now, but also then, you know? Um, so there might be some kind of glow up here with you, some type of change though. Okay, it is Earth element here, the duck. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and we do have Capricorn here also as a cardinal sign. So we have Libra and Capricorn. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card. It says they haven't changed. Don't turn a blind eye. Their actions and words do not align with each other. Okay, so the duck is saying to you, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it is a duck, basically. Okay, the duck is like very straight up. So just like the cardinal signs are, this duck is being very straight up. The duck is saying it is what it is. This person is what they are. Like, don't be fooled by it. Okay. This person might be saying they changed, but they haven't, because their words might say they changed, but their actions are showing something else. So the duck wants you to pay attention at why you're accepting this, why you're allowing this. So there's also, the duck wants you to basically hold the mirror up to yourself and say, why would I believe this? Why am I allowing this? Why am I, you know what I mean? So there's something there that the duck is saying, look at this. You have to look not just at them, the situation, but also look at yourself. Why are we are allowing ourselves to get put into this situation? Hmm. Yeah, I feel like the duck's being straight up. He's being in that cardinal energy. Definitely Capricorn, okay? It is Earth element, the duck here. And like I said, we do have Capricorn here. So let's take a look and see what this duck has to say to you. I just heard the duck say, "Do you remember when?" And then that's all I heard. So I didn't get to hear the rest of it, but that's all I heard the duck say. "Do you remember when?" So maybe you said this to this person, or this person has recently said this to you. But all I got to hear the duck say was, "Do you remember when?" And then that's it. Like everything else is like faded off the rest of the conversation. Uh, hmm. You could be telling this person, "Do you remember when you wronged me, or you lied to me, or you did this, or whatever?" You haven't changed. And but this person could be the one saying, "Do you remember when we had good times? We had nice times. We had, whatever. The vibe was good." So it could be something like that, because um, I don't know who's saying it to who, but that's all I heard the duck say was, "Do you remember when?" And then it cut out, and then the conversation cut out. Oh, okay. So we have 30 here with the lily. Hmm. And it is pile number 3, and 30 breaks down to the number 3. Okay, hold on. This could be somebody that finds you very attractive. Like they're very drawn to you. There could be a chemistry too, is what I'm getting. Almost like magnets drawing to each other. And it is the number 22. It is the same number. It's like it mirrors, it's the same. So it's like a connection here. Could be a toxic connection or a karmic connection. Let me see. This card fell on the floor. Oh, and it is number 5, the tree. Look at that. It's a beautiful card. Here with the tree here, this is like we have roots. We have a history together. This could also be family. This could be people that are in your bloodline, people that you are related to, that maybe you're having some type of conflict with, or you've had differences with, but maybe they're trying to make amends, but it's still kind of like a shaky ground here with the number 5, right? Changes, choices, and challenges. This could also be dealing with health issues too. Mm. I'm feeling somebody that is led by their lower chakras. So they're kind of more on like at that moment. I'm getting fire energy too. What do we have? Fire. Oh, Aries. Aries here is fire. Getting kind of like fire element where they a fire sign like automatically feels it or thinks it and they go do it. They don't even like resist or hesitate to just put some action into it. And that's what I'm kind of feeling here with this person. It's like I'll take the action now and I'll worry about it later type of attitude, you know? Mm. I'll take the top one. I'll take them both. Oh, we have number 10, the side. Look at that removal. We have a removal here of things and people that no longer serve us. And it is facing the tree. So we've had to cut something or somebody at the root. Somebody that we have a history with, we had to cut them off. Okay? This could, that's a lot of things with this one, actually, with this card here. It's like next to the tree, somebody could have also passed. Oh, you could have also had somebody passed, or this person had somebody pass. And it's almost like a realization of like having somebody close wanting like for them to want to change, like for this passing that this person might have had, they're kind of like, this made me want to change, this made me turn things around, but did it really? Okay, so the thing here that I'm getting, like, did it really? Okay, we have number 2 here. It came out with the side with the clover, which is luck. Okay, this is good things coming in. Number 2, partnerships, balance, Libra energy. We do have Libra here as a cardinal. um Removing the negative, removing, I heard removing the rot. Okay, removing the rot at the root so that we can flourish something healthy in the beginning. A healthy relationship, a healthy body, a healthy attitude, a healthy heart, healthy mindset, healthy emotions. Hmm. I'm getting like, I don't know how to explain it. Like something happening, but in big doses. You know how like sometimes things happen in little doses to us? We get these little changes in little doses. I feel like with you or this person, something has happened in big doses, or your whole situation with this person has been nothing but get your big dose of medicine, like big doses. Like it has not been easy. Hmm. All right, let's go ahead and get you some tarot. See what else this duck is saying. Okay. I just heard the duck say naked before the stars, so I'm not really sure what that means. Oh, card just fell. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Okay, so we have the 2 of spring in the reverse, which is the 2 of wands, which is onward, okay? And it's cat's eye. Oh, beautiful cat's eye. I love working with cat's eye. Okay, so with the card being the 2 of wands, fire, like I said, I feel like this person's energy is very like, I got it, I'm going to do it. And it comes more from the lower chakras, one chakra 1, 2, and 3, when they do these things, okay? It just say onward, okay? It's about making the decision. Do I do it? Do I not? Yes, no. It's not really like that because it did come out in the reverse, so there's not too much of a thinking behind it. They just basically take the action or don't take the action. With it being in the reverse, I mean, this person, the things that they probably need to do, they don't do. And the things they shouldn't do, they do, is what I'm getting, okay? And then with the cat's eye, she has fire in both her hands. Look, she's like balancing the fire from both hands, but it is in the reverse. This person can't balance, again, like what they think, and what they feel, and like with their actions. They can't. Oh my gosh. It's almost like gives me almost like the feeling of like a teenager. Teenagers are impulsive and they don't have that, what is it, the frontal lobe already like developed until they're like 26 or something. Like, I'm getting like that type of feeling. It's almost like you don't understand yet. But I mean, like with this person, they don't understand. Okay, so we have the 3 of fall, which is the 3 of pentacles. It says cooperation. Orange calcite. Orange calcite would be that second chakra. Okay, so again, with those bottom 3 chakras, 1, 2, and 3, and we do have the 3 of fall, 3 of pentacles, and you did pick pile number 3, so maybe something with the number 3. Also something with creativity, putting action into something, exercising something, moving with something, moving forward with something, or even just moving the body, movement of the body. And it says cooperation here. Okay, so we do know that the 3 of fall is, well, the 3 of pentacles is teamwork make the dream work. So it's like working together for one big goal. One, you know, we're doing one project as a team to reach the goal or whatever this is. So um, here with the cooperation, it's like they're doing some type of spell together. I think these three witches. You're standing out. You're definitely standing out to this person. Oh, and we have the Ace of Fall. Look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities and root-related quartz. Look at that, I love that. How she's pointing to you, and she's holding the apple. So is the apple poisoned, or is it good? And today's reading was about the apple, right? Today's, oh, yesterday, yesterday's reading was about the apple. You know, the apple, like trying to draw you in, trying to lure you. So this person might be trying to lure you in. It says Ace of Fall, new opportunities. Okay, root-related cord. So there might be a new opportunity too with someone else or something else. You know, with a job, with working somebody else, working somewhere else, working on a project. Something about your ideas, because again, 3 is a number of like creativity, thinking outside the box, and something that you're going to work on that's going to make you happy. Okay, something that you're going to work on that's going to make you happy here too is what I'm getting. So there's new opportunities coming. Okay, so the duck is like saying, like, hold on, there's new things coming here for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get you an animal card. Oh, come on, let's get you an animal card. Let's get you 2. We have the goat here, Capricorn energy. Somebody's birthday could be in May. I just heard somebody's birthday could be in May. What is May? That is Taurus, right? That is Aries and Taurus. Aries. Yeah, Aries and Taurus, right? Okay. There's too many cards. So we have the owl, 51 breaking down to a 6. It is earth element, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You have looks, brains, and the intuition of a seer. Oh, yes, you do. Very Taurus, like I said. Okay. You have looks, brains, and the intuition of a seer. All lessons you learn made you how to use your instinct and intuition. So you're somebody very intuitive, and the things that you've been through have taught you a lot. So again, like I said, I feel like with you, the duck says you haven't got things in small doses. You've actually got them in pretty large doses, but those things made you the seer that you are. You're very intuitive, you're very knowledgeable, very spiritual. Number 6, 51 breaking down to the number 6 here. Could be 6th house, Virgo's house. And I feel like Virgo is always really good at paying attention to detail. So here with the duck too, I feel like the duck is saying pay attention to yourself and why certain things happen to you, or why you allow certain people in, and also pay attention to what this duck is saying. You know, if it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, and then it is a duck. It says they have not changed. Don't turn a blind eye. Their actions and words do not align with each other. So yeah, so again, the owl was saying, you know, you already know, like pay attention to your intuition. You already know because you've already been through this process. You've probably already been through this situation before with this person or people like that. Okay, 42 breaks down to the number 6. Oh wow, 6 again. So we have the owl, 51 breaking down to a 6, and then we have the kangaroo, 42 breaking down to a 6. And the kangaroo is water, okay, and the owl is earth. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the kangaroo message here. Stay in the fight and stay determined. Your faith and hope together will bring you success on your chosen path. Okay, so stay in this fight. You know, we do know that like some people would box the kangaroos, or you see like those old videos or whatever where they say people would box with kangaroos for money or whatever. And it's like you have to stay in the fight. You definitely have to stay in the fight and stay determined. Don't lose hope. You know, there's new opportunities here coming for you. I feel like the duck is trying to get you to keep going, um, because you've already removed a person or people, family members, lovers, friends, whatever this was. You've already removed these people. And so it's kind of like the duck is like telling you to just keep going. Like, don't try to get yourself talked out of it, because I do feel like there's somebody trying to talk game to you. And like I said, I feel like a very fiery energy. But also with the duck, I'm feeling like the duck is being very straight up. The duck's being very straight up about things. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and get you a animal card from this deck here. I think that will be it. Oh, that was pretty fast. Okay. And we have the hare and the oak. Number 3. Are you kidding me? Another 3 here. So we do have a lot of 6s and 3s, and we do have the 3 of fall. We have the hare, number 3. We have the lily, number 3 over here. We have pile, number 3. And then you have these 6s over here. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what this hare is saying. Okay. New opportunities. What? Okay, hold on. Hold on now. New, where can you see? New opportunities. What does the Ace of Falls say? New opportunities. You have new opportunities twice. The duck is telling you there's new opportunities here. The number 2, it's double confirmation here. And again, it is card number 22. And we do have 2 of these cards saying new opportunities. Pay attention to that. Wow. Okay. So it says new opportunities. Hares are often symbols of fertility and love, associated with the Celtic goddess is I cannot say this name, Eostre. They represent springtime, a season of birth and abundance. A variety of ancient cultures have linked the oak tree with bravery and vitality. In ancient Greece, the oak was revered as the tree of sacred to Zeus. In Norse mythology, it represented the tree of life, and in ancient Celtic and Druid cultures, the oak was associated with the god dog. Oh my god, with the god Dagda. Okay, a celebration of good fortune is in order. If you have been in a caregiving role, this is a reminder your sacrifices will be repaid. Themes of neglect and empty promises abound. What does this duck tell you? I'm like, what I tell you, but what the duck tell you? Okay, let's read it again. Themes of neglect and empty promises abound. Perhaps your hard work isn't paying off in the manner you expected. Try connecting with a hare, a creature of great energy and fruitfulness, to power through the difficulties ahead. What can I celebrate today? Okay, cooperation, teamwork, new opportunities. Okay, what can I celebrate today? What exciting opportunities should I follow up on? The duck is telling you there's new opportunities here for you. Just wait; they're coming so that you can decide on what you want. Mm. Very passionate too. Like I said, I feel a lot of fire, passion here. Somebody might have taken that opportunity from you before, where you didn't get to choose that path or that situation or whatever it was. You didn't get to choose it. With you cutting this out, the person, the people, the situation, with you cutting them out, there's changes here. There's new beginnings, especially with this card being the first card. This is new beginnings. This is like new life. Like there's a change here. There's a change of life here. There's new beginnings. Thinking outside the box, creating something for yourself that is new. Oh, wow. A little bit of a challenge here with the duck, right? Because I do feel like you have somebody maybe nosy or stubborn or trying to interfere in your new opportunities. They're trying, I heard impede. So they're trying to impede, they're trying to block your new opportunities by saying, hey, I'll do this with you, or, or I'm gonna be with you, or whatever. Like they're trying to kind of almost block you because they see that there's opportunities here for you. There's something selfish here from a person, is what I'm feeling too. So pay attention. The duck definitely wants you to look at that too. Okay. All right, pile three. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Look at the candle. Do you see how I was moving? How I was jumping? Look. Look at that. All right. Bye.